Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all doing well. Thank you very much for clicking on my video. As you can see from the title and what is on my piece of paper here, I'm going to be sorting out my penny challenge today because I finally finished it. It has taken me 21 months to do, but I've done it. I know some people normally do it like in a whole year, but I was just using whatever spare change I had, money from like cashbacks and stuff like that. And in the last month I've managed to put like an extra £100 in because I was doing surveys on Prolific. I'll get my words out in a minute. So here it is, all finished, and I even did the bonus day that I did. This is one that I sell on my Etsy shop, which is I believe linked down below, but the bonus day was 366, so £3.66, because sometimes it's a leap year and you have 366 days, but I digress. I finally finished it. So because that is that all done, just tuck that back in here. I actually did go over it by like a tiny little bit. I did manage to save a smidge more than the actual total, but I'm going to zoom you in so you can see what I am doing. So in total I ended up managing to save £673 and 9 pence. I'm going to ignore that 9 pence, that's just going to sit there for a minute, or I might just put that onto my Chase card to spend, because I don't really like to budget with pennies from that sort of amount. So what I did yesterday, I sat down and I looked at my categories and decided which ones I wanted to put money in. So I've decided I want to put money into car, fuel, dentist, Disney, AVG and gifts, and then whatever was left I'm just going to add to my Chase card. So these are the ones that to me are the most important for like the next year, and also it will mean that there's a few things I then don't have to worry about having money for when the time comes. So this is what I'm doing. And you might remember when I started this challenge I was doing it all in coins to start with, but that was just becoming a bit of a bugger if I'm honest, so I ended up doing most of it digitally. All the coins that I had saved up, I think I ended up saving like £150 in coins, which was quite a lot still considering I don't use coins very often. They went into my bank, I think it was maybe June or July I did that, and then since then I've just done everything digitally. So anytime I got any money from doing surveys or for one poll or I sold something, that money went straight into the savings challenge and that was it, done. I didn't have to worry about like going to the bank and putting money in or anything. But anyway, I digress, let's jump in. So starting with car, I currently have £332 in there. So my car category, that's for my car tax, which is in January, my MOT and service of my car in January, and then my insurance, which is in February. So what I've got here will cover my insurance and probably my service or MOT, but then I don't have enough for everything else. So I'm going to add in £300 for that. So that'll leave me with £632, which I've worked out should be plenty for my MOT, service, insurance and car tax. But if it's not, at least I have £632 towards it. I think I might need new tyres in January, because I did mention at the start of this year that my tyres were like starting to go down a bit, but I've literally filled up my car once this year. My dad then filled it up, I think August, when his car broke down at work, so he had to borrow my car for like a week, but it's literally barely been used up until that week my dad used it for work. I'd maybe driven 100 miles, if that, since January. Like I really don't go anywhere because I work from home, so and probably I'm going to need them in January. So yes, that's probably not going to be quite enough, but at least it's very, very close. So fingers crossed my insurance goes down, and fingers crossed that the MOT and service is the small one this year, because I can't remember if I did the large service or the big service. I can't remember how they do it, but I think I did the small service this year, so it might be the big one next year. But anyway, I digress. £300 is going into that. Then into fuel, I've got £54. So like I said, I filled up, I think it was January 17th, and then the next time it had to get filled up was when my dad used it in August. So he put like another 40 odd something pounds into the car, but that was his own money, because I was like, I'm not paying for you to use my fuel for a whole week for work, you can pay for that. So he did, and then I just had to top it up maybe a couple of weeks ago now, just because where obviously he'd been using the car, he then didn't refill it before he gave it back to me, and I was like, well, if I refill it now I probably don't need to refill it for like another 5-6 months. So got down to £54. I am however going to put in 50 just in case, because I like to be prepared, you never know. And every time I don't fill my car up, there's always like some fuel crisis or Russia invades Ukraine, and then there's another fuel crisis, and it just keeps happening. Every time I say I don't need to fill my car up, something happens, and then I need fuel, so that's what we're doing. Moving on to dentist, I haven't got anything left in my dentist account at all because I used all of that in, I want to say, July when I last had my appointment. My next one is in January. It's normally about £92, but just in case it's slightly more, I'm going to put in £95. So my Disney Plus subscription, it is now going to be £110 a year, which kind of makes me want to cry, but I do watch it a lot, so I'm just going to take a deep breath and we're just going to get on with it. So there is already £10 in there, which was left over from this year's payment, so I'm just going to put in 100. I think it's maybe like 110.99, so maybe like £1 off, or it's £109.99, something silly like that. So I think 100 should be fine. My AVG is £80 a year, so that's just going to get 75. There is a chance that might go up because they haven't upped that for quite a while actually, if I remember right. So as long as I have the 80, that's ready, and then I haven't got to worry about that. And then into gifts, I'm going to put in £43. Now, I've already done all of my Christmas shopping. That's done. That's been done for like 3 weeks now. Birthday presents and stuff, that was all done and sorted probably about a month ago because I've only got, let's see, what month are we in? October. So I have no birthdays next month that anyone gets a present for. And in December, I have one person's I've got 2 birthdays in December, sorry, but only one of them actually gets a present, so that's been sorted for ages. So this money here will go towards my January birthdays, and then I'll just probably add a little bit to it from when I get paid from my clients. So that's where that is. And if I've worked this out right, I should have £10 left over, I think, which can go onto my Chase card. So I'm quite happy about all of this. This would hopefully get me through. The fuel one, if I do need to take some out of that for another category as the months go by, then I will, because £54, that will do a whole tank for me, and I can't see me running out this side of Christmas, if I'm honest. I've maybe got 2 long journeys, and by long journeys I mean like 30 minutes. Everything that I need and everyone that I know is like really close by, so I don't really need to travel too far. But yeah, I've maybe got like 2 longish journeys between now and Christmas, and everything else is just down the road for me, so I can't see me going through what I've got left. But just in case, I've got that there. If I need to take money out for a different category, then I just will. But anyway, the new totals, I will be able to talk English in a minute, right? So that is £632 for my car, £104 for my fuel, which is good, £95 for the dentist, £110 for Disney, £80 for AVG, and I've got to do maths now, that's 83, yep, no, not 83, 85, God, this is why I always need to calculate, £85.21, and then my Chase will just be 23.01, so we're not done bad really at all. I'm quite happy with that. What I'm really happy is I managed to carry on doing this challenge even after I quit my job, and I've now got my new career choice, and I've still been able to like save money aside for it, which I'm really happy about. But now this is done, I'm going to be doing a different challenge. So I decided the other day, let me go into my folder, I wanted to do a saving challenge still, but I didn't know really like which one to do. I'm trying to do this without the light glare going on it because it's a laminate. So this is the Lucky Clover challenge. I think this is from Budget With Us. Is that what it says? Yeah, Budget With Us. I couldn't quite read that. I think they might have actually changed their name now since I got this. I've had this for like over a year, this one. If you remember some of my videos from last year, I had started doing this challenge, and then because I quit my job, I needed a load of money, I stopped doing it. So I've decided this one is £150, so if I can save that up by the end of November or end of the year, then that would be amazing. That'd be something to like kickstart the new year with. So I thought £150, that's doable. I have already done £10 because I did some prolific surveys over, so why did I say it like that, surveys? I did some prolific surveys over the weekend and I got like £10.95, so I'm just going to budget the £10 for now. So I'm just going to cross the clovers off, and I'm going to just do this one. This one again will be all digital. Anything that I have in coins, I'm just going to ask my dad to put that on my card for me because I can't be bothered to be dealing with coins again. I don't really use cash that much anymore. I still have cash on me, like this is my cash envelope wallet, like I've still got my fun money, my medication and my outings, but everything else, like I've got a rollover ready, but everything else is done. So everything else that I have now is all digital. But yeah, so that is now £10 towards my new challenge. The 95p, I'm going to keep that in the account, and then when I get to like £15 or whatever, I'll just start crossing off more as I go. But that is where I'm at currently. So yeah, that is where I'm at with everything. Hope that all makes perfect sense. I hope it does. But yeah, done my challenge. I'm so happy I've done it. I might redo that one actually if I start in January, see if I can do the penny challenge in a year instead of in like a year and 10 months. We'll see. But if not, I've got this one. I've got a rainy day fund, and I've also got the 30-day challenge where you save £465. That one will probably be like a 3-month one for me, but I thought that'd be a nice one. But just to start off with, we're just going to do the Lucky Clover one, which is sets of 5, and £150 would be really nice. So if I just keep at it doing my surveys, I should be able to do that quite easily. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you all liked it. If you did, please like the video. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. And the next time you see me, I will have different nails because these are coming off on Thursday and it is Tuesday that I'm filming this. So say goodbye to the Bridesmaid Blue. I'm going to be having a different colour. I think I know what colour I'm going to have, but I'm not going to say because no, my luck, I'm going to change my mind when I'm there. But otherwise, I hope you have a lovely day and I'll speak to you guys soon. Bye!